Hey guys, today I'm doing the second video in my fitness series, or my Get Fit With Me in 2013 series, and I am finally going to be talking about today how I lost my pregnancy weight, or my baby weight. And yeah, if you guys want to know how I lost 60 pounds after I had my son, then you could just keep on watching. In this picture, on the pregnant side, I was actually 8 months pregnant, so I did get even bigger after that. And on the other side, Noelle was about a year and a half. That picture was taken in Miami, so you could see that I kind of, got it together and got back in shape. You see a little bit of abs going on. Yeah, I was in a good place at about a year and a half after I had my son. So if you guys haven't checked out the first video in this series, then I'll go ahead and link that down below so you could check that out. I still have a 20% off discount, and I will put the link down below for that as well, for PV Body, which was mentioned in my last, my first workout themed video. And for my last little announcement, I put a blog post up today of my first ever food diary. So if you guys want to know everything I ate last week, I think from Tuesday to Sunday, then I'll put the link down below so you could go ahead and check out my blog post, and let me know down below also if you like that idea. I have pictures of everything I ate, along with like a little description of just telling you what it is. Also, after I put my little food diary, I put like a little paragraph of what I feel that I can improve on in my diet, looking back at what I had eaten during the week. So if you guys want to continue to see that on my blog, then let me know down below. And if you want me to incorporate like what exercise I did from day to day, then I could just write a little bit about that. Okay, so I was about 120 pounds before pregnancy, give or take. I always went up and down like 2 or 3 pounds, but in that range. I went up to 182 pounds. Yeah. Random strangers would stop me in the streets just to ask me if I was having twins, and I was like, no, it's just a really big baby boy. Like I felt kind of like, oh damn, I'm like really big, huh? So yeah, I went up quite a bit, a lot more than what's the recommended weight gain that you're supposed to have, which I think is like 30 to 35 pounds. Noelle was born just a little bit over 8 pounds, and he was 20 inches long, I believe. So between the baby, the placenta, and all the water weight that comes out with delivery, and the first few days after you have a baby, you kind of lose a little bit more weight, you lose a little bit more water weight, you just kind of start to shrink. So between all that, when I got back home, a few days after I got home, I think it was like maybe almost a week after I had my son, I weighed myself again, and I was 157. So in that week span, I lost about 25 pounds. Yeah, so there you go, the 25 pounds, which was the actual baby weight. That's why they say that you should be gaining about 30 to 35 pounds, because the baby is about 25 or so pounds, and then you put on a few extra pounds. Well, I had quite a bit more than a few extra pounds to lose after everything was said and done. So from there, my struggle began, and we're all women here watching this video, or I mean, we all should be women here watching this video, but they say if you breastfeed, you lose weight quicker, your metabolism goes faster, you burn more calories, all that good stuff, besides being good for the baby, of course. So that was kind of like my go-to plan to lose the weight. I was like, yay, I'm gonna breastfeed and I'm gonna get skinny right away. So I breastfed for about 1 to 2 months, and I really wanted to keep going, but Noelle was born with thrush. Thank God, you know, it doesn't affect the baby, it doesn't hurt the baby, but it hurt me way too much, and I just had to like throw in the towel. So that kind of backup plan to lose the weight went flying out the window, and I was pretty upset about that. Besides the trouble with breastfeeding, I also had a really hard time getting back into the habit of eating like a normal person. Because I'm sure you guys can imagine, to get up to 182 pounds, I was pretty much eating any and everything in sight. And like in the back of my head, it was like, well, I'm pregnant, I'm eating for 2, and I'm craving this, so that means my baby wants this, so I have to eat it. I found any reason to justify eating everything, and I didn't care because I was pregnant. Whatever, I got a big belly, it's cute. So then afterwards, it was like, oh, well, I ain't pregnant no more. Like, so my wake-up call was when we went to the Dominican Republic in July, and Noelle was about 3 months old at the time. So we spent 2 weeks over there. We went for a family wedding, and yeah, it was cool. We were, you know, we had the whole wedding bit, and we were just hanging out with Junior's family, and we were like in his house over there and things like that. So that was fine. That was cool. But then after the wedding, the couple went on their honeymoon, and we all went on the honeymoon together with them. So we all went to a resort in the Dominican Republic still. We drove over to a resort, and we stayed there for a few days, or about maybe 5 days to a week, I don't remember. And that's when it hit me really hard, because I'm here in this resort and everybody is like, you know, they're on vacation, these people. So people usually get in shape to go on vacation. So everybody's like bikinis, you know, flat stuff. I mean, I was in a bikini too, but I had this tummy that just really bothered me. It did hurt. And I was like, you know, damn, I don't look good anymore. That's how I felt. I mean, I'm getting all emotional, but yes, okay, you can be beautiful at any weight, any shape, any body type. I truly believe that. But you have to feel beautiful at that weight or at that body type. There's people who are, you know, like 110 pounds, and someone might think they're too skinny, but they think they are gorgeous. And then there's people who are 200 pounds, and someone might think they're overweight, but they feel like the most beautiful person in the room. So it all comes from within. I did not feel like that beautiful person. I felt overweight. I felt ugly. I was really not happy. I felt very, very self-conscious. So that really sucked. And that kind of woke me up, I guess. And I was like, okay, you know, I understand now looking back that I had a 3-month-old son. So I should not have been that hard on myself, because this is one point that I have since then learned that I really want to stress to new moms out there. It took your body about 9 months, that's close to a year, to get to that size. You're typically not going to walk out of the hospital and look like you did before you gave birth. You need to give your body at least the same amount of time to get itself back to where it was. So I've come to like understand that now. But when I was in that position, I felt like I had slacked. I felt like it's been 3 months already. Oh my God, I should be in shape. I'm here in DR on vacation, and I still have some baby weight. And I just kind of tore myself up over it. So it was really hard at that point. And that's when I was like, okay, that's it. I can't keep eating like I'm still pregnant. I can't like keep saying, oh, you know, well, I just had the baby, so I could still take a little bit of time. I was like, I need to get in shape and get it together and get back into a routine. So I was very, very hard on myself, but that was my wake-up call. When we came home, and this is where I really start going into what I did to lose the weight. So we came back home, and I was like, okay, that's it. My whole life, I was never really the type to stick to a diet or stick to a workout. That just wasn't me. Alright, so rather than give you guys a 25-minute long video, I decided to split it into 2 parts. Today you learned a little bit about my backstory, and if you guys want to know the exact steps that I took to lose my baby weight, that'll be coming up in part 2, so stay tuned for that. It should be up tomorrow or the following day, and when it is live, I will put the link on this little page right here so you guys can just click it. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!